My name is Samgat Kim Gangte, and I'm a victim of mob violence and an eyewitness of the murder of my brother and my mother. The three of us and the baby, we started running in the opposite direction, and I turned back for the last time, and on the road I saw my brother lying on the road covered with blood, and my mother was right beside my brother. The mob, they stopped us from behind, and they opened our doors and forcefully pulled all of us out of the car. And then first they brought large sticks, and then they damaged all of the window glasses first, and someone brought kerosene, poured it all over the car, and they started burning our cars. They did not spare any of us. They just hit all of us with big sticks.
Was your family questioned when your car was stopped whether you are Kukis or Meiteis? Could you tell us?
Like I've said, a guy, he asked us whether we were Kukis or not, and to defend ourselves, we said we were Mizo, and the guy have already agreed to let us go, but a guy from the backside shouted, "Kukis, street Mizos, they're all the same, and let us go if we're, let us kill them, or if we're not going to do that, let us go already. Let them go already." After some time, the mob, they came to know that we were hiding inside the house, and they started pelting stones at that house. Since we know they were mostly attacking man, we made our brother stay inside the house, and my mother and me, we stood at the door trying to block the mob from coming inside. But then the large mob, around 200 of them, were in front of the house trying to pull us outside.
How do you see the Manipur government's role in containing the violence?
I rang up all the contact numbers of the officers. I couldn't reach any of them, but a police officer, however, picked up the call and said he was also helpless since the mob was too big, the violence was too intense, so he couldn't get into that area either. And I got to know from a relative working in the police department that the chief minister ordered the police not to move around that day when the violence reached its peak. They grabbed me by my hair and pulled me to the street, and even while walking up to the street, they constantly hit me with sticks and the large stones on my back. I can even feel them right now as I'm talking. They did not even spare the baby. The women were hitting the baby, slapping and punching the baby, but my aunt, she tried her best to cover the baby.
Does Imphal still remain your, can you call it your home after this violence?
Not anymore. Imphal, it killed my family, it murdered my family, it took away everything we have, and I would not call it a home anymore. It's more of a painful memory for us.